Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing 20 things that I find chic that maybe aren't the most traditional and aren't the ones that you've been seeing online for a while now, kind of like the same standard, things. I wanted to start off with kind of my definition of chic. I have it written down in my handy dandy journal. Let me just flip to the page because, of course, I'm not prepared in that way. Okay. Things I find chic. Let's start off with my definition of chic. I think chic is when something is so individual and so just effortless and cool and sustainable. And maybe that's not sustainable, like maybe material. I'm not going to be saying everything that's sustainable is chic. I'm just saying like sustainable to you and to your person. And it's just something that kind of fits in with your everyday life and just adds to it and maybe tells more of a story and is more unique. That to me is what chic is. It's basically, I just gave you a bunch of adjectives, but anyway, that's what I think chic is. So let's get started. I have some categories, and of course I'll be adding, pictures and references to kind of show you what I'm talking about. But let's start off with fashion. That will be our first category. So the first thing I've written down is unknown bags / designer bags. It can be vintage, it can be not vintage. For example, I have a beautiful Alexander McQueen bag, which I'll insert a picture of, which I've seen maybe one other person own it that I've seen like out in my everyday life and then my, circle. So I find that when I wear that bag, it's very unique and it always gets a lot of like stops and stares, and it has these brass knuckles, which everyone just loves to like finger in on. And I just think it's fun, but I absolutely love that bag and it's unique and it's different. And I don't see very many people with it because it calls to me and it doesn't call to everyone. So I think getting a bag that speaks to you, whether it's designer, whether it's not, whether it's mid-range price, whatever, having a bag that speaks to you is, very, very chic when you can see who that person is through their style. I just think that's really what I'm describing. But specifically bags I've been seeing, I saw this one girl out and about with the most beautiful vintage looking Ferragamo bag, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's so chic. So anyway, those are my examples. Let's see. Oh, okay. Next thing is stories behind jewelry. I love when I ask people and I compliment them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that ring. I love that necklace. I love that cuff. I love that. And they're like, oh, thank you. It's my grandmother's from blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, it's from a flea market when I was traveling the world. Or, oh, it's from, I literally went to a garage sale and I found it. And it's sort of, I just love like stories behind jewelry. Don't get me wrong. I have like all my earrings are from Goriana. Hold on. There's a loud car. But all my, like jewelry on my ears, besides from my cartilage piercings, are from Goriana because they do this amazing deal where you can trade in any of their jewelry that is tarnished in any way, and you just like literally walk in, hand it to them, and they'll give you a new one, or they give you store credit to the full new price of whatever item you had. So that's kind of a banging deal, and I don't take my jewelry off when I go in the ocean, and I go in the ocean quite often, so it is nice to have that factor. And whenever people compliment me on my earrings, I'm like, you can buy them too tomorrow if you want. But like my rings, like a lot of them have meaning. Like my ring on this finger is my graduation gift from my mom that we went to a jewelry store and she surprised me. I thought I was picking out something for her and it really was picking out something for me. Super special. I have, these two rings, like the one on the middle finger is from Australia and the one on the middle finger is from Spain, from this really, really cool boutique jewelry store. And then this one is from Australia that I found in Byron Bay. And so they all have stories and they all mean something. And I just really think it's chic when there's lots of stories behind people's jewelries and the accessories that they have. I just think it's super cool. Oh gosh, lost my page. Let's see. Oh yes, this is kind of like fashion decor, but I'll still put it in fashion, but it's like home decor, but it's like people that have like completely thrifted, completely unique furniture. Like my friend Sam's apartment in Boston, like she has all of her different cups are like different and they're from like multiple different places and multiple different thrift stores, and she's collected them over time. I love when people do stuff like that and everything has character and it's fun and the house just feels super homey. So I love that. Let's see what's next. Oh, I love wired headphones. I think it's such a fashion piece. I think it's such a staple. I think it's timeless. I think it's chic. I think I see people, even when they're all like coiled up and they're just don't give two shits about untangling it, but it just looks super cool and effortless. And I think I love my wired headphones. Like I've rebought like 2 pairs of wired headphones. I've not rebought AirPods. I just think they're a waste of money and they just don't look as cool as wired headphones. And I have Beats that are wireless that I use for working out because yes, you do need wireless headphones to work out in, but like every day beat bopping around town, like it's just so fun to have wired headphones and are great. I highly recommend, and I think they look amazing on everybody and they're very cool and very chic. Let's see. Number 8 is kind of basic, but I feel like I've watched a lot of these videos and I haven't seen people talk about this, but like just an LBD, which is a little black dress. If you didn't know, an LBD to me, like, and that could be like specifically now in summer, like a little black slip dress that just goes with everything. You wear it to bed, you wear it to the beach, you wear it to dinner. Like you can style it, you can dress it up, you can put it with heels, you can put it with flats, you can put it with a jacket, you can leave it without a jacket, you can put a belt on it, you can, wear it with tights in the winter, and you can wear it with boots. And you just, a little black dress or a little black slip, I just think is so timeless, so chic, so cool. And just, it's something that's so basic because they're basic, but everyone has a different LBD. Like everyone's LBD means something different to them and looks different. And so I just think it's just so chic. Number whatever. Let's see, fashion. Oh, okay. This one again, I just think is one of the most amazing clothing pieces of all time. But a Max Mara black coat. Max Mara just comes to mind because I just think their coats are undeniably amazing. And I just bought one in summer and I got it on sale. And it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I love it so much. And I can't wait to wear it when it's cold and maybe go to a city and wear it out, whip it out. But I just literally love Max Mara trench coats, the style of the trench coats. You can make it more casual with baseball cap and the hoodie underneath or the sweater underneath or the long sleeve. Or you can completely transform it and make it super upscale. And I just think a black trench coat, there's something about it that is just so chic to me. So alas, let's see, that might be it for fashion. Next thing I have up is habits that I find chic. So let's dive into that. Hold up, let me fix my top, pull it down a little bit. Not the best sitting top, but we're going to make do. All right. Habits. First up, reading on the beach. And I know this may be basic to some, but when I see people reading on the beach, regardless of where you are, I mean, it's just the most chic thing in the world to me. To be so involved and so obsessed and so enthralled in a book and not be on your phone and just listening to the waves and you're looking around what other people are reading. I just feel like reading on the beach, the action of it is so freaking chic. What comes to mind is definitely like the Pinterest photos of reading on the beach where, the people are like standing from the back and you see the beautiful ocean view and they're like perched up on a chair perfectly. But to me, like that's also what I think every single person that I see reading on the beach looks like, regardless of their being photographed or not, or regardless of what the view is. Like if you're reading on the beach, you're automatically chic to me. Next up, habits. People who write things down on pen and paper. I hate to toot my own horn, but I just love, I remember this one woman was like, oh, let me get your number, wrote it down on a pen and paper. Oh, that's such a great, little piece of advice, or, oh, tell me where, again, to park at this location. I don't know. And she writes it down on a piece of paper. Or has a notebook that she keeps with her all times that she can use to write things down. So, I mean, I know going on your notes app, I'm so guilty of this. It's just easy to just go on your notes app, but I think it is just so freaking chic to write things down on pen and paper. Might have to take a pause because I'm out of space on my, I don't know. I think I'm out of space on my cartridge, or my SIM card. One sec. Okay, we're back. I just had to delete some things. I'm not quite sure where we left off, but I think I finished with people who write things down. So let's move on to enjoying things without needing photos and videos. When I was at Outside Lands, this really fun concert in San Francisco, I made it a point to not film anything and just let my time be my time. And it was so enjoyable because now, like, literally on YouTube, there's Hosier's entire set, and there's John Summit's entire set, and there's Gracie Abrams' entire set that I can go back and listen to if I really wanted to, and I can get the filming, like, that I didn't have to film it. And so the nice thing is like, there's so many different ways for you to get like access to everyone's concerts because people post them on YouTube all the time, that it's like there's no reason to ruin the moment. So I literally just had so much fun. And when I saw other people around me just being immersed in the music and not having a care in the world about what they looked like or what the video looked like or being able to post on their social media, it was just really like I felt like an overall, like everyone was connected more and sharing that experience together versus like being able to share it with your friends online. I just think that there's so much power in just being present. And so when I see people just living in the moment at little concerts, even if it's like a sidewalk band or someone at the restaurant and you're just, engrossed in the music, it's just, I think it's super chic. I think it's chic, chic, chic. Let's see. Let's go for habits. People who actually light their candles. I just love when I walk into someone's home and they have a bunch of candles lit and it's like an everyday habit and they don't care about, is it the right moment or is it, am I going to be enjoying this enough? Like, am I going to be here in this room for a while or am I going to this? No, they just do it. And the candles are always used and loved and put into the universe. And I just think it's super chic when people actually are like, make it a habit, make it a routine to like light their candles. Next is learning a little bit of the language of the place you are traveling. I think we've gotten really spoiled being from the United States that English is the universal language. And I do think it's so cool. Like I remember being in Greece and there was a German couple speaking with a Greek couple and they were using English as a way to communicate between them. So it's kind of cool to see English being used as the universal language. But I also think that we have been able to be super lazy and not have had to learn other languages. I speak Spanish, but I would love to learn other languages. But whenever I go to a place, my grandparents, when they would take us on trips, the rule was if before you get on the plane, you had to present to them, hello, how are you? Goodbye. Where's the restroom? And do you speak English? And those are the 5 phrases that you were required to learn in order to go on the trip. Obviously, like all of us did our due diligence, no one got kicked off, but I want to say that they would have not let you go on that trip if you didn't have done your research or you just spent the entire plane ride looking it up or, sitting in shame. So it was just something that was ingrained in us. And whenever I've traveled with people who speak many different languages and when they can go and just completely, and immerse themselves and speak and converse with the locals. I just think it's so chic and so cool. And just making it like a point and a priority to at least learn those 5 basic things or whatever, how can I have a glass of wine as one of your things? Or can I have a beer as one of your like things, the phrases that you learn? It just makes it more special because you're learning something new and also you're trying and showing an interest in that place and that culture. And I just think being cultural and being worldly is chic. Anywho, let's move on. Let's see. This is another habit. Oh, waiting in line and doing something without looking on your phone. We used to go to the bathroom, people, and not have to look at our phones while doing it. And now we can't even go to the restroom without looking at our phone, like waiting in line. And I get it. It's awkward. Whenever I leave my phone at the table and I go to the bathroom and there's a person in there and I have to wait, it's so awkward. But like, then I look around and I look at what the cooks are doing if the kitchen's nearby, or I look at what people are eating, or I look at what people are wearing. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying use it as a time to judge people. I'm just saying use it as a time to like be in the moment and look around at your environment and where you are, or, try to remember certain things that you have to do when you get home, or just, be off your phone. Basically being off your phone is chic, and you should be able to go to the bathroom and wait in line and not have to be on your phone. And that's all I have to say about that. Let's see. This kind of goes into like reading on the beach, but like people who read a magazine or a newspaper. So like every morning my mom reads the Wall Street Journal and like LA Times or whatever, or something like that. And we always call it we call it the Wall Street Journal her Bible, because she is in finance and loves that as a news source. It's pretty nonpartisan too. So you get really good information off it. But she reads the newspaper and I just think it's so chic. And I know it's like, oh, what am I, a Gen Zer calling reading the newspaper chic? Like, yeah, I know, I get it. Sounds pretty silly. But when I see people out in stores, anyone of any age, or reading a magazine or reading a newspaper, I just think, I'm like, wow, that's chic. That's cool. Love that. I would like to do that. You're inspiring. All right. I think that's it for the habits that I find chic. Let's see what's the next category. I think it's more like products and things that I find chic. So I'm going to combine these two because there's not enough to make their own separate category. So products and things. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. I find the Tatcha skincare brand so chic. It feels like luxury going on your skin. It is more expensive. So I don't equate rich with being, or expensive with being chic, but it just, like, when I put it on, I'm like, wow, this is an experience. This is luxurious. This is chic. I feel like the packaging, it just is effortless. If you know what the packaging looks like, there's like a little spoon, looks like a little Coke spoon on top. And you can like take that out and like use that to apply. Do I do it every time? No, but I like to know that it's there and it's fun. But I love the Tatcha products, the packaging, everything about it. When I have it out and I see other people that I know having it, I'm like, ooh, chic. So cool, très chic. Anyway, and then lip liners, especially lip liners that like look really good on people. So like your individual lip liner, like mine is like, I use the Makeup by Mario shade Lauren. How amazing is that? That it's in my name, but it's made for me in my mind. And it's like a mauvey pink, and that looks really good on my skin tone and on my natural lip color. It's like not too crazy, but it looks really good, adds some definition. Love it. I love, like, my friend Melody uses the Rhode one, like, and it's like a brown color, and she looks so good in those brown glossy colors. Amazing. And so I just think lip liners, and people like when I watch people put on lip liners, I think the process is chic. I think the product is chic. I love it. Let me get back to my page. Next up is a pocket mirror. I really want to like find a cute pocket mirror that you can just throw in your purse, because, you know, I love when people see people like put on their makeup and they use a little pocket mirror versus their phone. I think it's easier than using your phone with the camera. And I think it's, again, just a way to also stop using your phone and connect with the real world, and not just like, I don't know, I find that when I do my makeup with my phone, I'm like, oh, let me just like then go on Instagram, or like, let me just like check this really quickly, or oh, I got a text. Like, instead you can just whip out your mirror and not worry about the text that you got that you don't need to respond to right away. And I just think pocket mirrors are chic. Next is like vintage fun lighters. I just got a cool lighter that says La Borracha, which is like the drunk lady, and it's just like has a cute little like colorful like picture of a drunk lady on it, and it's really fun. And it doesn't have any lighter fluid in it. It doesn't work, but I carry it in my purse with me all the time. I think it's cool, and I think it's chic. And I just love when people have like fun, funky lighters that are like charmed up, or yeah. I don't think you need to smoke cigarettes to have a fun lighter. I think you can use it if you want to light a candle, or if you're out and about and you need to light something, or you want to light a cigarette for someone else. I don't know. But anyway, a fun lighter is super chic. Let's see. Okay, this kind of already said that. Oops, I'm double writing things, but I said lip gloss specific to that person. Oh, no, actually, I know where I wanted to go with this. So, like, my mom always uses Rosebud's salve, and that is her thing, either the little tin or the gloss. It has been her thing since the dawn of time. We have salve in every cabinet of this house, and I love that product as well. But I would say I'm definitely a salve girl, or like a Summer Fridays girl. And I don't have like a signature lip, but I would say because of my mom, I'm more of a salve girl. But my friend Melody is like Ola Hendrickson, or my friend Katie is like Burt's Bees, or just like the generic chapstick brand, like the blue and black one, like that is her thing. And I have friends that, like, I don't know, just when you have like a specific lip product that's like your thing, like I know that friend is going to pull that out of their purse and that's what they're using to reapply. I just think that's super chic. So yeah. And then next, and almost lastly, I would say, I don't think I have exactly 20, but shh, don't tell. Don't tell that I'm lying on my thumbnail, because I'm not going to go ahead and recount. Oh yes, matchboxes at weddings and restaurants. I loved going to New York, and every single restaurant had its own matchbox, and I have them like collecting in my room. I don't really like to use them because I just think they're so cute as like decor. And then my friend Lindsay had a wedding, and they had matchboxes at their wedding that you could take, and I just think it's super fun and super chic and timeless and just cool. So I love when there's matchboxes at restaurants and that are free. Don't charge me for a Matchbox. Thank you. Last thing, which is just like kind of in its own category, is just dinner parties. And I think of like outside dinner parties or just like gathering with friends. You know, it's kind of messy, like the table's kind of messy, but everyone's just like reaching in, grabbing the food and drinking their drinks of choice. And it's just like you're enjoying this beautiful atmosphere, whether it's in your backyard and there's fairy lights, or in your, you know, nice dining room table that you never use, or just outside in the summertime. And I just think that dinner parties and having people over for dinner and like sharing a meal and cooking and celebrating that moment is chic as fuck. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 20-ish, give or take, things that I find incredibly chic, because this was really fun to do. And I also think that it's a really fun journal exercise if you want like a lighter, like I know sometimes people are like, oh, you have to journal, you have to like write your feelings all the time. Like, no, I literally just wrote out 20 things that I found chic that were individual to me and my definition of it. It doesn't have to be this big serious event to journal. It can be fun stuff too. So highly recommend writing in your journal or just thinking to yourself, hey, what do I find chic? What's chic to me? Because it's different for all of us. And I think that's the fun part about it. So anyway, I will talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this setup. I think this is like a nice like sit down area, and I will talk to you next time. Have a vlog coming out soon, hopefully too. Anyway, let's pose for a thumbnail. Okay, bye.